This is why I don't bond over negativity anymore. And it's something that I did most of my life. Growing up, I realized through certain points with certain people that if I be myself, if I be a goose, if I do the things that I like doing, then I'm going to be unsafe. I'm going to be judged, and maybe I'm not going to be cool enough for the people that I want to spend time with. And so what the brain created through this was a self-protection pattern where if I found everything wrong in the world, whether it was politics, war, everything outside of me, and then focused as well on the people around me, the people who weren't in our environment when we were having a conversation, if I could find a thing that I thought was wrong with them, then it meant the conversation that I was having wasn't me being me, wasn't me being authentic. It was me taking my energy and focusing it on to something outside of me and outside of the person that I'm talking to. The safety pattern that is, and why that is self-protection, and why your brain has created it, is because it knows if you're not authentically you, you're not at risk of being judged, of being disconnected or detached from. And then number two, if you are focusing your energy onto something external and the person you are communicating with focuses their energy there, then that focus isn't going to come back to you and who you are and how you show up in the world. So you've hit two birds with one stone, two unsafe birds. Your brain has found a way to create a pattern where you can connect with people, bond, and maybe create a relationship without the risk of being judged for being who you are, and without the risk of being judged by this person for what it is that you're being negative about. And so I'm sure every single one of us, no matter what sort of friend group we've always had that one friend who, you sort of feel like you can't trust them because when you're with them, they're talking shit about someone else who is one of your close friends. And then as soon as that close friend comes back into that environment and you're all together, they're no longer talking shit about them. And so, yes, that might be an easy way to connect without the risk of talking crap about each other, right? Worrying about how you show up in the world and being judged because of it. But when that person comes back in, it makes you think, holy crap, when I'm not in this group, do they talk shit about me? And that is one of the hardest parts about bonding over negativity. But then you also build a relationship that is focused on negativity. And so when you're connecting with this person, you might go out for a coffee, you might go do whatever you want to do, and they're this person who is just constantly negative. And they're constantly negative because you are constantly negative. That is your safety pattern. That is how you connect. But if you're constantly negative, that's all you're going to find in the world. Outside of you, everything that's going on with the people around you, but ultimately, that's what you're going to find within you. All of the things that make you not good enough. All the things that you get to be angry, frustrated about that you do in this life. And that becomes self-hatement. That detaches us further from self-acceptance and ultimately self-love, the thing that we are here to experience. And when we step into self-acceptance, then self-love, then we feel safe enough being us, and that safety, that energy radiates, and the people around you feel safe too. But if you've bonded over negativity and you're beginning to change, you're beginning to let go of negativity as conversation, as communication, as bonding, you're going to have to be okay with letting go of the people that you have created relationships with and safety patterns with over negativity. And so, if this is you and it's still a part of your life, don't judge yourself. Just understand that you've probably learnt this from parents. You've probably learnt this at school. And what you get to do as you move forward and through this is you get to take off the negativity mask. Yes, it means you're going to have to let go of an identity that's attached to the conversations and the relationships that you have with people that is bonded by that negative bias, that negative heavy energy. But when you let that go, the closer you get to being who you actually are, and you start bringing in people into your environment who feel that energy from you. And as you build, as you get closer, more authentically you accept yourself more, you step into self-love, you're going to attract more and more people who feel safe with you. So you connect over true, authentic safety. You love being together with each other without talking shit about the people who aren't there. Instead, you talk about what it is that you're doing in life. You ask questions about what they've done recently, what they're happy about, because you feel so safe within yourself that you don't have to protect yourself with negative conversation. And so you can just be you, and that energy creates enough safety where you can have a conversation about life, the things that you love, the things that you enjoy. And that's how you flip from bonding over negativity to bonding over self-acceptance, self-love, and ultimately positivity when it comes to relationship.